I know we're not San Angelo or San Antonio, but hell, we're human beings. Help us.
Please welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strada. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us, you guys are doing. I came across this video on my For You and I thought to share it. You know, sometimes when I see some level of FA and FO, I just ignore. I just try to like scroll past because we already know these FAs. We know this kind of FAs, but this particular FA and FO, I said that I was gonna stitch it. I said that no, everyone is gonna say it to actually give you the overview of what people that looks like me meant, that when it's affecting them, that is why, or that is when they call out for help. But when it doesn't affect them, oh, it's all good, like you all deserve whatsoever you're doing. Lovelies, I'm just going to roll the clip. I saw that some of other stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. Alright, lovelies, let's dive into this serious F and FO.
This is crazy. I know we're not Kirk County. I know we're not Kerrville. I know we're not San Angelo or San Antonio. But hell, we're human beings. Help us. Give us what we need. We are a older community. A lot of our people don't have insurance. They don't have money. Kind of a forgotten community for Travis County. We're unincorporated. We are their unwanted stepchildren out here, unfortunately. We had no warning. Nobody notified us. 2:30 in the morning. Nobody was here. No firefighters, no police, nobody. We did not see Travis County sheriffs until 10 o'clock the next morning. Get me some official. Get me water. Get me anything we need, please. We have nothing. For God's sakes, Travis County, help us. Don't treat us like we're nothing out here, because we're not. We're human beings. We pay taxes out here. Don't treat us like this.
You know, Grandma, I wasn't going to step up on your video this morning, but I'm going to have to do that. We're not going to help out anybody. Y'all been living on food stamps, EBT, Section 8 housing your entire freaking life, and you're not going to do it anymore. If you can work, you're an able-bodied person, go get a job. I'm tired of paying for it. And you, ma'am, probably are on Social Security, so you'll get the help you need. Have the day you deserve.
What
you gonna do, crybaby?
With alligator.
I'll wear Alcatraz merch if I want to. And what you gonna do, baby? I'm gonna tell you FA and FO. Okay?
For a concentration
so you have the day you deserve. My. What did you say? FAFO, baby. Karma's just doing his thing. And how can you just like cry about your community that you know is an older community? They don't have insurance. They don't have health insurance. But what did you say? If you're able-bodied, you should be working. What did you say? We're human beings. That's what you're crying about, right? You're crying that we're human beings. The same people, we're human beings. They're human beings too. That before all this disaster happened in your community, you didn't even care about, genuinely. Until it happened to you. I don't know about you, but the universe is trying to say something. Careful what you say. Careful what you do. 'Cause the universe does not play. Okay? And serious note, thoughts and prayers to all the people in Kerrville. HEB is a heaven sent for helping out, and Houston is sending out what they can
to help you guys out because we understand. We always experience flooding. So yeah, just hang in there. Be patient. Help is on the way.
I have to say I am saddened by the amount of nasty.
Roll out the barrels, y'all. I'm fitting to whip a cracker. What you know, good, my good people in People Land, listen. I don't know if you want to watch this video. I watched it so you didn't have to, but if you want to watch it, go on and watch it. But at some point after watching it, you know, I was like, girl, fuck you. But then I took it back because my fucks come with a whole lot of pleasure, and that she cannot have. Not for me. But what I am willing to give is this here. I sincerely wish the best for you and your community. I am saddened by all of the loss of life because I believe, unlike probably you, that every life is precious and valuable. In addition, I wish that the charity you receive from wherever it may come, I'm not donating, but I wish that charity, and my wish is that that charity will serve as a reminder to you that the energy we expel into this world, just like the world itself, is round, and it will spin around and whip you with some force as it has picked up some speed along the way. And I hope that through this tragedy, you're able to see the error of your ways. Because while you all contend that this isn't political and you don't want to make it political, yeah, that's always the case when you're on the receiving end of some karma. But I do believe that the people in your community did not vote for this, but this is what they get when they voted for what they voted for. Because they did vote for hatred. They did vote for division. They did vote to harm others. Not so much fun when the water from someone else's well floods your home. Again, I do wish you well. I do wish you a recovery. But I also wish that you recover your human decency in the aftermath of this tragedy. Y'all be well, be blessed. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And if you can donate, if you can find it in your heart to donate to those causes, please do. I won't.
We're human beings. We pay taxes. Don't treat us like this. The immigrants at Alligator Alcatraz, not human, very likely pay taxes. You were telling people to cry more. You're going to get all the Alligator Alcatraz merch you want. And then when the next person was crying over the big beautiful bill passing, because we all care about all of us. People have empathy that reaches beyond their own fucking noses. But you don't have any idea what that's like because you were laughing at that person too, mouthing, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" But then when it comes to your own tragedy, now suddenly everybody needs to see the humanity in you. And everyone is on here saying that we have to take the high road. Don't politicize this. Now is not the time. When the fuck will it be the time? Tell me. Because there is no reasoning with people like this. They don't have the emotional intelligence or intelligence in general to empathize with anyone whose circumstances do not mirror their own exactly. And even then they don't give a shit because it's a fundamental and malignant lack of empathy. They cheer when they're up, they cry when they're down, but the only times they're up is when they're shoving your face in the dirt. That's why they love the cruelty so much. You heard her describe her situation. They're poor. They don't have anything. Her community's poor. And yet, she cheers on, she doesn't just cheer on, she revels in the subjugation and torture of other people. Because it's the only time she feels good. So no, there is no better time. If we're going to change their minds, it's going to be when they're feeling like shit. They need to be feeling like shit for them to feel anything, especially for anybody else. Because that's when they want to manipulate you into giving a shit about them. Because they are the type of people who require being manipulated into giving a shit. They don't come to empathy on their own. So yes, right now is the fucking time. Let them know that this was a culmination of their own fucking choices. And as long as they continue to not think of their neighbors, not think of their communities, not think of the plight of other people, they will be served exactly this. Like I said, I'm kind, but I'm not always nice. And in this situation, I'm fucking pragmatic.
So can you imagine how people that are less fortunate felt when they heard the nasty ass, rude political comments that you made about their fucking life? about how you just assumed that they were lazy because they were collecting food stamps and Medicaid, about how you're so tired of paying other people's way, when in all reality, not even 50 cents of your fucking check actually goes to welfare. Now you see how it feels to be totally fucking helpless and judged for it. So now, deal with it the same way other people had to. Now you see how it feels to be totally helpless in a situation that you cannot fucking control. Now you see how it feels to have to ask other people for help. Now you're a victim. Ironic.
Oh, hey, friends and fuckers, to the old lady in Texas who has gone very viral by saying that, they are human beings and they need help. But 2 days prior, she made a video about alligator Alcatraz and how no one will tell her what she can and can't wear. Ma'am, I have never seen the universe slap someone so fast, and it has never been more satisfying to fucking watch. You heard your words, right? You used the words human beings, right? Yeah. Funny thing about that, there's actually motherfucking human beings being snatched out of their children's arms, snatched out of their parents' arms, and sent to said facility that you were fucking bragging about. So until it fucking affects you, you don't care. Listen, I am a strong believer of the karma in the universe, and today we celebrate her. And no, we're not celebrating the fucking floods. We're celebrating the fucking irony of these goddamn people, celebrating brown people being hurt, kidnapped, murdered, and tortured, but yet turn around and is like, oh my God, we need help. Fuck all the way off. Oh, hey.
For context, that is this woman who we've all seen in a video going around where she is begging her local government for help because her and her community have been quote unquote forgotten in the Texas floods. And if you take 10 seconds on her page, you will see that besides since July 4th, her videos are all extremely hateful duets with people here on TikTok who are feeling the pain and the fear of President Trump's policies. And she spends her time making fun of them, has zero empathy, but yet wants us all to have empathy for her and her community. And I wanted to talk about this because of the video I made yesterday, calling out liberal states and how much hate and how much lack of empathy I got here in Florida during the hurricane season. And, fighting back against letting your heart become so hardened, because there are so many people, for example, in Texas that voted for Kamala Harris, right? There's the same amount of people that voted for Donald Trump that are in Texas that are in California. And she is a perfect example of why it is so hard to hold on to that sense of empathy for everyone, because she, in every way that I can think of, she doesn't deserve it. She does not deserve my empathy, or my tax dollars. But I'm a better person than her. And a lot of you watching are a much better person than her. And part of what makes us better than her is our ability to have empathy for others. And we cannot lose that. And I know that even though she's calling out her own governor, saying that they've been forgotten yet again, and she's on TV bawling her eyes out, begging for help, saying we're human beings, we pay taxes out here. I know that even though she is a part of a horrible tragedy going on right now, it is not going to change her way of thinking. But I wanted to share this exact screenshot on the off chance that you are watching this video. Pay attention to the words. We're human beings. People here that are immigrants, whether they have the right documentation or not, are saying the same thing. They're begging, they're crying the same fucking words. We're human beings. We pay taxes here. Because whether you want to believe it or not, immigrants, whether they are documented or undocumented, are paying taxes. They're paying into the system that's going to give you the supplies you are so desperately begging for. But yet they're not going to get any of the benefit. And they still do it because they want to be here and they want to have a better life for themselves and their family. And all you have time to do is sit on the internet and make fun of people who have empathy, who are better human beings than you. And I didn't see your comments, but I can guess that they are a lot like comments that I have gotten from people that didn't know me. and assumed because I lived in Florida that I voted just like you. And I have also lost a child. And I'm so very sorry for your loss. And I know that it had to hurt you so deeply when people came after the cross around your neck, knowing now that they hold your daughter's ashes. That being said, you need to understand that they weren't attacking your daughter. They weren't attacking your daughter's ashes. They were coming after the hypocrisy of wearing a cross, right? It's the cross shape that is the problem, the cross of what it represents and the values and the beliefs it represents that you are not modeling in your life. And it is so hard when you end all of these videos saying, have the day you deserve, for me not to say, yeah, and you're having the day you deserve. Those children, those teenagers, those adults that I have no idea whether or not they chose the defunding of the weather service, if they chose to vote for the Republican Party that has had control over your state for what, decade after decade after decade, they did not deserve to die the way they did. But when you hear that your state and those areas have been asking your state government that is run by Republicans for flood sirens for years and they have been denying it, they're not there to help you. You even said it yourself. They've forgotten you. And I guarantee you FEMA's not going to come either. Honestly, you would do best to just delete all of your videos at this point.
Like, seriously, lovelies. You know, when people keep complaining about their predicament, so many of these MAGA supporters, when I saw this on my For You, I think I saw it about 2 days ago, and I was like, was it not the same woman who were all out trying to like cancel anyone that comes up to complain about how this present administration is disturbing or affecting them negatively? This woman, like, she's very good at trying to caricature you. Like, when you're trying to express yourself and how frustrated you are, or on how this present administration is affecting your mental health or your personal life, this lady in particular, this lady in particular always, she always teach and duet and start mimicking and stuff. Oh my god, like, I will not forget what, she said, concerning this big beautiful bill. And she was like, I stitched her video. She was like, you people should just go out there and do this work. Oh my god, nobody's ready to fit your bills. Oh my god, if you're someone that is unable to work, like, do something. Like, she was practically mocking people, disabled people, people that are unable to work, people that can't even fend for themselves. She was mocking them, telling them to get up and go and work. Nobody is ready to do any job for free for you. Nobody is this, nobody is that. She was all making faces. Or if you complain about anything that is happening in this present administration, this woman will stitch you, will dwell you, and try to shame you for your predicaments. It is all over her page on her For You. Like, she's known for that. People will stitch her and try to make her understand why, things really need to be done differently. But this woman will tell you that, oh my god, you deserve everything. If you're an undocumented, get out. If you're an immigrant, get out. If you're people that, disabled people, oh my god, get your legs up and go work. And now I was so shocked to see her to see her crying. So she can actually feel pain. She can actually feel needing for someone to help. I thought that she had everything under control. I thought that her own God is, different from every other person. I thought that she's someone that something can never ever happen to. I thought that she's someone that can never ask of help for someone. I thought that everything was actually going all good for her. And she's out here crying and begging for help. This type of FA and FO is so befitting. I'm sorry to say this, but It's so befitting because if you're not wearing someone's shoe or try to picture yourself in someone's predicament, then you wouldn't know what it feels like to feel whatsoever anyone that has been affecting right now is feeling. If you don't wear the shoe, you will never know where it pinches. You need to wear the shoe. You need to be someone that's why I always, commend people that looks like me, Black Americans, right? Oh God, they know what it means. Even black people, some black people, they know what it, especially Black Americans, they know what it means to be oppressed or to be in an oppressed country or to. That is why these guys they try their possible best to let everyone know that, oh, do this way, do that this way. Oh my God, we on this. Like they should tell you, like they are in a very good position to actually give people a choice, like to point out, okay, do this way, try to do something that way, because they know what it means, they know the struggle, they know what they have fought for. They practically fought for everyone. They practically fought for everyone to have voices. But these same people that were actually fighting for ignore them, and now that's why everybody is crying. That's why everybody is crying. And this particular woman in question, she was all out on her social platform mocking disabled people, mocking anyone that has to complain about anything that is happening. And right now, the same thing is happening to her, and she's crying. I thought she have an entire, or she have some, some magic somewhere that will make her not to be affected. See, there's one thing about this whole thing going on. The thing is that everybody eventually is going to be affected one way or the other. If you're not affected with the flood, you'll be affected with the deportation, you'll be affected with a hike in price, you'll be affected with the police, you'll be affected with harassment, you'll be affected with racism. You are definitely going to be affected. That is exactly, that is just it. You must definitely be affected one way or the other. Even if you're trying to oh, because of my privilege, I'm not going to be affected. Oh my goodness, when it will come for you, when it will actually come for you, you'll be so shocked that, oh, I never knew that this was going to affect me. And that is the case of this woman right now. Anyway, lovely, so now just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please subscribe to this channel if you're here to do that. Like, and I will see you, lovely, when I upload the next one.